Will Lewis Hamilton get to achieve his dream of competing in a Formula One race in Africa? There has been no F1 race in Africa since the 1993 South African Grand Prix, and talks have been ongoing for a number of years about the sport's return to the continent. However, there has so far been no agreement, despite reported interest from potential bids in Rwanda and South Africa. The front-running options are believed to be a return to Kyalami, which hosted the South African Grand Prix in 1993, before Africa's hiatus from the calendar. Another option could be a new street circuit around Cape Town's Green Point district, which would look to utilise parts of the track created for the 2023 Formula E race in the region. In an exclusive interview with motorsport.com, Formula One CEO Stefano Domenicali explained the championship's current position on hosting a race in Africa. Domenicali insists the deal to return to the continent is not on hold, but is still missing certain guarantees. Speaking exclusively to motorsport.com, Domenicali was asked if F1's desire to get a race in Africa was on hold, a standpoint he didn't necessarily agree with. That's not the right word, Domenicali said. Before taking that step, we need guarantees on three fronts: investment that benefits the community beyond F1's presence, infrastructure, and an economic base that can support the event long term. We're not on standby, we're working to assess what's still missing before we can say, okay, let's go, but we're not there yet. Domenicali confirmed that if an African nation were to host a Grand Prix, it would still remain as part of a 24-race calendar, as per the regulations and the maximum number of events permitted. So where does that leave Hamilton, who has long been pushing for F1's return to Africa? Last year, Hamilton spent his summer break travelling through Africa, and upon his return, the 40-year-old said that the sport cannot continue to ignore a race in Africa while it added new events in other destinations. However, with Domenicali insisting that a deal is not there yet, and the sport sticking to a 24-race calendar, time could be running out for Hamilton to race in the continent.